and today I'm at the UK premiere for Disney's new film, Real Steel. Well, in this film, Hugh Jackman plays an aspiring champion boxer. However, he lives in an era where robots take over from mankind, so he's forced to build a completely new robot that nobody's ever seen. So, step aside, Transformers. Hugh's going to show us how it's really done.
Anyone who still doesn't know what Real Steel is about, listen carefully because you should know. It is a kind of underdog comeback story about Hugh Jackman, who plays this former boxer, but he lives in this time where now robots are the fighters. So it's this guy who gets a shot at this. I'm a little distracted because
of your lovely animatronic robots.
Yeah, no, but this isn't even one of mine. I feel like this is completely freaking me out. Oh my God! I'm good.
You talking to me?
Wow, this is
you talking to me? Why are you robot here? Wise guy, he's trying to break my nuts. Mark my words. Swear to God, this is gonna win the deal.
I'm impressed.
So you use real robots, huh?
Yeah, I did use real robots, but I think that one's angry because I didn't cast it.
That's absolutely tragic. Now, final question, we have to let you go. Why should fans be rushing out to see this? What are they going to see in this film that they won't have seen before?
I think they're going to see a real combination of a great action movie with a really rousing underdog story. So you get the spectacle, but you also get like an old-fashioned time in the cinema, the kind of time that we got on movies like Rocky, and Chariots of Fire, and those great sports movies that are really about an underdog getting a chance.
Thank you so much, Shawn.
Thanks.
Hi there, great to meet you. First of all, why should we go and see Real Steel?
Why should you see Real Steel?
It looks amazing here at the premiere.
I'm not allowed to say you should see it just because I asked you to, right?
You can say that, that's
I know,
fine.
but I know that wouldn't work for your viewers. I think you should see it because Real Steel is the kind of movie that really, frankly, it's the kind that I love going to, which is a movie that gives you a visual spectacle up on that screen, but that gets you really involved in it. The kind where you're at the edge of your seat cheering and shadow boxing and just kind of really into the story of the characters.
More serious question though, the original short story was set with quite a sombre setting and background. However, you chose apparently to make it a bit more upbeat and old-fashioned American. What were you hoping to achieve by that?
Well, the truth is, it's still very much related to the short story in that it's about a desperate, solitary protagonist. But it being the movies, I think that we like a catharsis. We like a feel-good time in the movies, certainly the movies I make. And although this is not a comedy, it's still very much a feel-good movie.
So you do a lot of comedy, so why this film? It's a challenge for you.
Yeah, it was a really a big opportunity. Steven Spielberg called me. He said, I want you to do Real Steel, and I was thrilled at the opportunity.
The trick is to always feel fabulous and know what works for you. And girlfriend, if you got it, you gotta work it, work it, work it. See, it hurts.
I'm quite the entertainer, don't you think?
Now you're here at the premiere to see the film, and there's some boxing in this film. So is that what you're looking forward to seeing?
I'm gonna pick up some tips.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I'm gonna see what the boxing is like, especially with these robots fighting. I wanna see how they fight. And Hugh Jackman looks in great shape. I spoke to him just then, and he was telling me that he was trained by the legend Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm sorry, not Robinson. And he looked in great shape, and he loves boxing, so he's a big boxing fan as well.
Are you saying that you wouldn't take Hugh on in a fight?
Oh man, who do you think is gonna win that fight?
I don't know. He's 6'2", but you're a boxing champion.
He's a robot fighter, but I mean, I don't know. I'd never fight Hugh. I mean, he's a lot bigger than me. I'm only a light welterweight. I'm only 140 pounds. He must be around about 160 at least. But I want to see what this film's all about. I don't know much about it. I've heard a lot about it though. I mean, I've heard that it's all about, mostly about boxing and stuff, and he loves his boxing and stuff. So you know, let's just see what it's all about.
If you could have spoken to him before he started filming, what advice would you have given him?
Keep your guard up.
keep your guard up.
Yeah.
So what? Just watch out for someone that's going to
Watch
sneak
out
up
from
on you.
a big robot to hit you, because I mean you don't want to get hit by a big robot.
Do you talk to them? How do you throw a punch without out hurting your? How do you do it?
I mean, if you make a fist, no, never put your thumb inside.
Oh, okay. How do you do it?
Always, that's the way you throw a punch, and you hit with the knuckle part.
Should I try then?
Oh, that's a good shot, that. Wow. That's the way you punch there. Most people hurt their hand when they put their. You should never put your thumb in your hand.
Oh, really?
Because you can break your hand.
Take note. That's the fatal mistake.
Bad mistake.
Mind you, we're promoting violence here. Don't do that.
You don't want to do that. I mean, especially in a fight, you'll end up hurting your own thumb. But you don't want to fight. Only time you want to throw that punch is in a boxing ring, not outside in the streets. So
maybe an ex-boyfriend.
Exactly. Maybe.
Anyway.
Can you start by telling us a little bit about your character Charlie and what made you want to play him?
Charlie is an ex-boxer who's now trying to eke out a living in this new sport of robot boxing. And he kind of hates it because it took his own livelihood, but he's struggling, he's not doing very well, he's desperate, he owes money to everybody, he's a slippery character. And now he's really, hello, and he gets reunited at the worst time for him with his son, who he hasn't seen for 10 years. And together they kind of start this road to redemption. So it's really a film about second chances.
And in this film, you're an aspiring boxer. So when you were a young child, what were your dreams and your aspirations?
Oh yeah, I wanted to be a sportsman. I wanted to be a cricket player. I wanted to be a rugby player. I wanted to meet Muhammad Ali when I was older, Mike Tyson. I just wanted to be a sportsman. It just wasn't good enough.
Had you done much
I
boxing
can
before?
pretend well enough.
What tips would you give Eddie Murphy who's hosting the Oscars?
Steve Martin gave me the best tip. First 45 minutes is the greatest audience you'll ever have, because they're all thinking, thank God it's not me. And from 45 minutes on, the room is filled with more losers than winners, so just hurry up.
I just something very quickly. The parallels between boxing and acting, is it about being in the moment?
Of course, it's about being able to be cool under pressure. Acting is really about putting yourself out there, and so is boxing, because you know you're either...
What attracted you to this movie then?
This movie is like one of those great sports dramas, Rocky, Chariots of Fire, Grew Up Loving, and it's really one of those rousing human dramas set in this really cool world. So
listen, you're going to be doing Jean Valjean.
That's right.
How excited are you?
I'm very excited. I'm doing a movie musical, which I've dreamt of doing my whole life, so it's a dream come true.
You're doing Les Mis with some really big names.
That's right, yeah, and including the director, great English director Tom Hooper, Russell Crowe. I think it's going to be just a dream.
What was it like working with the little person?
This one, Dakota, is unlike any other kid actor I've ever known. I mean, he's a revelation of the movie. He's phenomenal. I loved every second of it. I actually turned to Shawn, I said, 3 months, just seen the robot. After 3 months, he never annoyed me once. What 11-year-old doesn't annoy him? I have an 11-year-old. He annoys me every day. You know?
What is your favourite British film? You're basically an Anglophile now.
Well, Chariots of Fire is it's definitely in my top 10.
Why?
It's just it's one of the great sports dramas. It's one of the great period pieces. I love all the characters. Oh God, so many. English Patient, I love that. I love Gandhi.
We can't have any more.
That's it.
Come and do Curly again.
What
robot film? What is your favourite robot film?
Wall-E and Terminator 2.
And would you do an Indian movie? Oh, sorry.
Yes, I would absolutely do an Indian movie.
Brilliant.
You're the latest on the return of Wolverine. What news, sir?
I think Les Mis is my next movie. In fact, I know that. And then after that, we'll start shooting next year.
Are you happy with Wolverine? You enjoy him that much?
I love it. He's eternally fascinating to me. Why? He's dark, tortured, interesting, flawed character who somehow has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and I don't know, I still don't feel like we've really nailed him, and I really want to get it.